Hello, welcome back to a brand new video, and today I'll be discussing my top 10 transfers for the 2016-17 transfer window in a list. So starting at number 10 is Georgie Wijnaldum. I think he's a really good signing for Liverpool this season. He was quite cheap from Newcastle, and under Klopp I think he can get the best out of him in his team, so he's at number 10. At number 9 is Joe Allen, again another Liverpool player. He's gone to Stoke. He's a really good player for Wales. He has a really good Euros. I think that he can be a really good player for Stoke, and Mark Hughes is getting a good team together now at Stoke with a couple of other players there in Shaqiri and Arnautovic. So Joe Allen's a really good addition to Stoke City for the team this year, and I think he'll do very well there. At number 8, it's Ashley Williams. I was quite surprised to see him go to Everton, to be honest. He was at Swansea, the captain as well, at a Welsh club, being Welsh himself. I didn't think he'd ever leave Swansea for another Premier League club this season, especially after having such a good Euros. I thought he'd go back, but as he said, he wanted a new challenge, so that's why he's left for Everton. Coming in at number 7 is Hal Robson-Kanu, another Welsh player. He's gone to West Bromwich Albion on a free transfer this year. He never signed a new contract at Reading, and again he has another outstanding Euros, and that goal against Belgium will be talked about for many of years to come. So he's a really good signing for West Brom this season, so I think he'll do very well there, and hopefully he'll have a good season. So coming in at number 6 is Manchester City with Nolito. I think he's a really good player. Pep seems to know a lot about him. He's brought him in, and I've seen him in a few games now, and he looks really well, settling in that team with Pep's style. So Nolito will be a really good player this season. So coming in at number 5 is Mustafi. I think he's a really top quality defender. It's something that Arsenal needed. So I think as soon as he gets started in that team, him and Koscielny can have a really good partnership. So he's a really good signing for 35 million. Is probably the asking price now for a top quality centre back, and Mustafi is a really good German international. So I think he'll do very well at Arsenal this season. So coming in at number 4 is David Luiz. I was quite surprised when this one happened because it just came out of nothing, to be honest. It was just the last day of the window, and it's just seen it then on the news. David Luiz bid from Chelsea, and I thought that's a really good signing for 30 million. They sold him to PSG 2 years ago for 50 mil, so they're getting a 20 mil profit back on him, and they're getting David Luiz back. So I think he'll be a really good defender, and he'll play really well under the new manager's team. So coming in at number 3 is Kante. I think he's an absolutely amazing centre midfielder. I think that he can bring something new to Chelsea this season. His work rate is really, really good on a day, so I think that he'll bring a lot of qualities to Chelsea's team this season, and hopefully get a lot of assists. So coming in at number 2 is another French midfielder, the world's most expensive footballer now, Paul Pogba. Obviously a lot of talk about his price tag and 89 million, and obviously Manchester United let him go a few years ago for quite cheap, so buying him back off Juventus, they must be laughing, obviously getting 89 million for Paul Pogba. But he is a really top quality midfielder, and obviously being the most expensive player now in the world, he'll have to live up to that price tag, and hopefully he does, because I think he's a really top quality player. So coming in at number 1 is Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I know he's 35 years old, but as you see now in the first few Premier League games, he can do a really good job for Manchester United, scoring a few goals. So I think that having Zlatan in Manchester United's team's a really good fit for him. Obviously, he's got a lot of good quality players around him this season now, Mkhitaryan and obviously Pogba's coming in, so obviously Wayne Rooney as well. I think Mourinho is the manager who will get the best out of him, and obviously he scores a few goals at the moment, so hopefully he can keep that going. And with players like Rashford around him, hopefully he can teach Rashford a few of the basics in football. So I think that Zlatan is the top quality signing of the summer for free, and I think they'll get him about 2 or 3 years most out of him, but he's still a great striker to have in the team. So that was my top 10 transfers for the 2016-17 summer transfer window. Please like, share, subscribe to my channel. It really does help a lot.